There you go. Procced it. 195,000. That was 195,000, not including the War Master proc. So that would have been 260,000 damage right there. What's up, gents? Dirtbag Gaming here, the channel for casual raiders. We're going to be going over Septimus today. Now this guy I got, and I was so excited about him. I've seen so many videos of him like one-shotting the spider, doing really well in the clan boss, and that was about it. But I got him. He's like my 5th legendary for my Banner Lords. But the dude just looks awesome. Like, he's just... I pulled him, I was like, this guy is... He's just so cool. But then I realized he's not that cool. Like, when you get a champion, you're like, alright, I can use this guy in everything. Or just PvP. Like, this guy's like the Rhodos of PvP. When I got Septimus, I texted Stu, and I was like, yo, look what I got. He's like, oh, cool, level him up, do whatever. And I was like, yeah, and then that was it. I used him in Clan Boss and Spider sometimes, that's about it. But we're going to get into it. We're going to go over his skills, artifacts, masteries. We're going to go over what he's good in, what he's not good in, when, how you can level him up, and how you can gear him. So, starting off, I didn't gear him traditionally. I really wanted him to just be a Clan Boss guy, so I put him in Relentless set. But first, before that, we're going to go over the skills. Why he's good is because of this skill right here. Enemy max HP. There's not a lot of champs in the game that have enemy max HP, so when you're thinking about that, you're thinking about the Clan Boss and the Spider. Spider to do, 1 to 5 million damage on the Spider, but the Clan Boss does a reasonable amount of damage, so attacks one enemy will ignore shield and block buffs, or damage buffs. Damage increase according to enemy max HP. So, don't really need to kit him out with a ton of attack, or any of the other stuff. It's really just like, hey, he's going to do that one hard hit on the Spider or the Clan Boss, and then he's good to go. This one attacks one enemy, grants an extra turn, and resets the cooldown of the champion if he kills the target. So if you're running him in like dungeons or anything like that, and he runs up, kills somebody, he can then get an extra turn and resets the cooldown on his champion Holy Sword, which is this one. So if you want to run him in some dungeons, he's okay. He's not going to be my main go-to because he's only got a single attack. His passive is pretty cool. This is what makes it good for the Spider and the Clan Boss. Each attack has a 30% chance of increasing the duration of all debuffs, Clan Boss, on the attack by 1 turn. Damage inflicted by each attack increased by 30% if the current HP is above 50%. So for my clan, every time I wake up, like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, the Clan Boss is already at the Affinity. I never get the Void Affinity Clan Boss. I don't know why my clan is just so fast that, or they just wake up, maybe I have a Japan, I don't know. But every time I wake up, it's never 50%. So he's going to get that 30% increased duration. If it was above 50%, he'd get a 60% increased duration. So that's the passive. His aura is increases ally attack in all battles, which isn't bad, by 23%. If you have a... crap, he might be in my vault. If you have the other guy, which is him, Royal Guard, his aura might be a little bit better, and he's an epic. Yeah, in dungeons, so like you're probably gonna use his aura rather than Septimus's 23% aura. Just saying, and he's a legendary. The masteries I built on him when I got him. I was so excited. I actually bought his masteries. I think, yeah, I bought him. I don't know why. I just bought him. I was so excited. I went all the way down to the War Master. And again, I didn't go with the Helm Smasher or the crit damage one just because I wanted him for Clan Boss. He was going to be my extending buff Clan Boss, and I'll show you a screenshot of the 35 million damage I did with my Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. This gets an extra... I hope this works with his passive. I have no idea if it does. Nobody knows if it does, but I got it. I wanted to make sure his speed was correct. And he only has like an A1 and A2, so this definitely helps with the Clan Boss. So, artifacts. Again, I wanted to go non-traditional. I went into Relentless set. This on the Clan Boss is pretty cool. You need a healer on the Clan Boss, so I have a Bad L for my healer. So anytime I run him, Septimus, I have to have a Bad L because he doesn't have a lifesteal set. So let's go through his artifacts. We got speed, accuracy, crit rate, attack speed, defense. Again, he's a Clan Boss champ, so he needs defense. to survive a little bit, and he needs to hit hard. Crit damage, speed, crit rate on the gloves, crit damage. Look at that. That's awesome. And then we got 50% HP. Again, clan boss, not attack, and then speed. So relentless with some speed. We got defense, clan boss, with some substats. Crit damage, want him to do some damage, and then accuracy. So he needs to have accuracy to land this. So like increasing the debuffs, he needs that accuracy. So he needs to have the accuracy to increase all the buffs and all that fun stuff. The speed wasn't that much on this thing, but what is his total stats? His total stats are 2,500, so not a ton of defense. He's kind of matched out with the attack and defense, but he does survive as much as I can in the clan boss. 37,000 HP, not bad. 193, so he goes right before my Skull Crusher, because he needs to extend the buffs on everybody else. 85% crit rate, not 100%. 170% crit damage, not bad. Then 233 accuracy, so he had to... what's it called? Get above 220 accuracy for the clan boss. Cool. So I ran him just to test it out in the PvP aspect. It was hilariously bad. You don't want him in PvP at all. Like, don't even attempt it, because I just laughed when I was doing it the entire time. The dungeons, he's going to hit hard in the dungeons. So he's going to do any of the keeps. Minotaur, obviously. The Ice Golem, he's the same affinity as the 20, so it's not bad. And just the Relentless set just makes everybody okay, decent. Spider, this is what he's known for. So he's going to definitely help out in the Spiders thing. So in my Spiders, I have an auto team. I can either sub out one of the Cold Hearts for him. Let's say you only have one Cold Heart. You can put him in, and he does like the same amount of damage. If you strictly made him for Spiders, you can do a lot more crit damage, a lot more... I mean, you need 100% crit rate, but a lot more crit damage to hit a lot harder. Mine is average. Mine is really made for just the clan boss because he extends all my buffs. So let's see how. I mean, it's usually a minute run for the Spiders. So obviously we got the defense down. He does his A2 right away. 1.1 million, not bad. I think these guys hit just so much harder. Because again, mine isn't made for just this. So it's made for this and the clan boss. So if you can use yours just for this, which I hate using a legendary just for one thing. Like, you kind of want a legendary to be more than one thing, because it's like, why level them up to 60? Why waste all those resources? So I wanted him for two things. I wanted him for the clan boss, which he does very, very well. I'm going to show you. And for the Spiders if you want to. Now, of course, they always go after him because he is the green affinity. Everybody else is blue or void. But nobody dies with Miscreated Monster anyway. If you haven't seen the video, go watch the video on Miscreated Monster. He is insane. Let's see if I can finish it off before the end. So look at how many times like all of these are extended to like crazy amounts, because he was above 50% and he's like 60% to extend it. All right, so he did 2.5 million. Royal Guard, if you have two of them, just use those. Not, not crazy. All right, so that's that. And now let's go into what he's going to be really good for, which is the clan boss. All right, cool. So I hope you guys can see this, but we have 36.5 million on Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. This is the red affinity. So obviously he's going to be really good in the red affinity. Like I said, you need a healer. So if you have a Bad L or anybody that can really heal him up, he doesn't have any lifesteal set. So he did 5.9 million just himself. So that was with the max increased damage and him just doing a relentless a ton of times. It increased the poison damage of my Bad L. So Bad L usually does between 3 to 4 million damage, sometimes 5 million. But look at his damage, 13 million because of that. And I extended the Rosin Scar Hides defense down and weaken. So you need that in there. And then Alton, I extended his attack down, so it kind of extends everything. So he did a crap ton of damage. Rosin did a crap ton of damage, but Bad L did 13 million damage just because of his 2 poison he puts up that Septimus extends. So being able to do a 2-key just by getting this one champion, it's awesome. I actually ran Septimus in the clan boss team that, let me see if I can close this. Okay, cool. The clan boss team that was right below the Ultra Nightmare, which was, I think, Nightmare. Yeah, I ran him in Nightmare with a Frozen Banshee. When I ran a Frozen Banshee, he extended all the buffs, like, in the whatever the Frozen Banshee has, and Frozen Banshee did like 14 million damage because it just extended all the buffs, like, and the poison. Oh, it was awesome. So it's definitely gonna help out in Nightmare. It's definitely gonna help out in Brutal, but Ultra Nightmare for the red affinity, that's only when I use them. And if I had it in Void, I would. But this is the team. So if we go right into it, I don't need to set anything up. I usually do manual because I set up his defense down. So we put this up first. We put this down. We put this up. So if this hits twice, there you go. I use this to try and extend it. So watch that. It's 2 each. There you go. Just extended it to 3. And he got Relentless proc. So then he procs again. Extended it to 4. Oh my god. That is awesome. Okay, and then this just runs. So everything else just kind of happens as it goes. I don't need to do this. It's a very simple, very basic team. Let's just see some of his damage because his A2, we'll see how hard that hits on the clan boss, but his A1 hits for 19,000 without anything proccing. I want to see what his A2 hits. So 29k. Take that off. So 170k. Okay, I wish I could pause that. 170,000 plus the 67 for War Master proc, and he was able to extend some of the buffs. Like that was awesome. So again, I made him strictly for this, and a Spider. I didn't need him for Spider, but he's there just for fun for Spider. Alright, what else can he hit for? He didn't extend anything else. I think that screenshot I showed you was one of the top I've seen. So he is a 2-key, potentially 3-key for the clan boss. But still, you could 3-key anytime throughout the day. I think it's pretty easy to do that. 4-key is like the green. If you get the green affinity, that's kind of harder. I haven't run him the green affinity because I need 2 people to block the buffs. I need to block the speed buff and the stun. 165,000. That's pretty good. That's not even like crazy crit damage. That's like basic crit damage. Again, casual raiders, you can make this guy. I'm a casual raider. I don't spend a ton of money on this game. You can do this. You can do exactly what you saw in that guy. I usually want to try and stay around the 1-to-1 ratio as well. If you're around the 1-to-1 ratio, like right now with 3 behind, you're really good. You're up to par with a lot of the other top raiders in the game. But what else how hard can you hit? It's funny because like I once saw him like 3 times in a row use his Relentless proc, and you don't really care about him not having the buffs on the guy because again, Bad L just heals so much. He heals 30% of his health back up. So if he's not getting targeted, which he doesn't, it's usually just my Alton, he just heals all the way back up to full. There you go, procced it, 195,000. That was 195,000, not including the War Master proc. So that would have been 260,000 damage right there. So he does hit hard. There you go, just hit twice again. So Relentless is just an option. You don't have to do Relentless, but I did it just for funsies, and it seemed to work out pretty well. If you wanted, you can go full crit damage. You can go lifesteal if you wanted them just for this. But I didn't want to waste as much money doing that, so I went with Relentless, 188,000. Yeah, so he hits hard. Not bad. We're close to the 1-to-1 ratio. We're around 14 million, 14.5 million. Let's go to the 15 million. All right, so we're not bad. We're 1 behind the mark. See over here, This is what I'm talking about. You want to be around the 1-to-1 ratio. If you're that or above that, you're good. You don't have to worry about anything. All right, we're gonna fast forward to the end because we got another 5-6 minutes. So don't want you guys to sit here the whole time. All right, what do we got? We got 29.86 million. Bad Al did 2 million less than the one I showed you. He did 5 million, which isn't bad. Rosin 7 million. Alton, yeah. So 3 key, not bad, right? So not even trying. So if you have like the need to put a rare into your team to get the extra quests for the day, that's 2 keys right there. And then the 3rd key, you can put the freaking rare in. I hate that stupid one. Do I have that one today? No. So I don't have that one today. But defeat the clan boss with a rare on your team. Stupid. So guys, that's Septimus. I love the aesthetic. I love how he looks. Like his portrait looks freaking awesome. He's badass. I love A Knight's Tale. Like this guy looks really cool. What is he going to be used for? Clan boss and spider. Faction Wars, he's pretty good. Let's see what he's rated in Faction Wars. Clan boss, spiders, Faction Wars, 4.8. So he's not bad in the Faction Wars. I obviously run in my Faction Wars. My Faction Wars for my Banner Lords is terrible. I think I don't even have the boss killed, like the 2nd boss on the Faction Wars. My Faction Wars team are all legendaries, but I didn't put any time into my legendaries. Who do I have? I have 1, 2, him for 3, 4, 5. I have like 6 legendary Banner Lords, and I suck at the Banner Lords faction. So, whatever. Guys, appreciate the time. Good luck with everything. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already. A ton more videos going to be coming soon. And enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great week.